Hello guys and welcome back to Blue Tube. This is going to be our post-match analysis of Birmingham City away to
Lincoln City, which was earlier today at the LNER stadium where we took 1,753 Blues fans.
sold it out again, didn't we?
We did, well,
of course
pretty
we
much.
did.
Well, a couple of Blues fans have said on the forums today that it felt like there was more like 2,500.
Really?
Yeah, they said the atmosphere was fantastic. And there was only 10,026 there. So this was going to be, as I always say, the banana skin game for us, isn't it?
Oh my God, you
And
love that, don't you?
Straight
Banana skin.
34 seconds.
Yeah.
What happened, Ben?
Yeah, this is something that I was really... I mean, we do need to sort this out now, don't we? With the quality that we've got in the side, how much strength we have, and this isn't even speaking about midfield or in the attacking sense. This is the defenders.
They lump the ball forward, we clear it for a throw-in, they take a long throw-in, it bounces in the box and they score.
I don't think it bounced in the box on this
it
one,
did.
but did it?
Yeah.
Well, once again, it's still from a throw-in, isn't it? There's
I
no
know.
one there meeting that ball.
We just don't
heading it
switch
away.
on, does it? It's almost like there's a new rule that Blues can't do anything until they've scored. It feels like it, doesn't it? That's just what keeps happening,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
mean, it's happened a few times now, and we've come close. That last game that we played at home against Huddersfield, you know how we sing the keep right on really slowly as it bleeds into the kickoff. It's brilliant.
Well,
I
if
love
we'd have
us
been
doing that.
singing it today, if we'd have been singing that, we would have been still been going on after they were 1-0.
I know, yeah, still been
But
singing.
it would have stopped us,
yeah,
wouldn't
we need to sort that out.
So the starting 11, let me run through that for you. To start with, we had Allsop in goal. Gardner, Hickman, Clara, Davis and Cochrane. Iwata and Paik. Then we got Anderson, Willemsen, Hansen with May up front. And that looked a nice, strong team for me, that did.
Yeah, absolutely. Shame that Stansfield and Scott Wright were out, which we didn't realise up until...
We didn't know, did we, until
Coming
quite
up to the
late
game.
on, because it wasn't mentioned in the Blues interview that
Press
Chris
conference,
Davis
yeah.
did. But no, it's only a knock, isn't it? So we'll talk more about that because we're going to get a review out quite quickly for the Bolton game, guys, as well. So
Yeah,
tune
keep
in
an eye out for that.
We've got some stats and that for you on that one, which should be good. But we recovered well. We knew their style of football was going to be over the top, lumping it towards us. Route one frightened us to death at times, but we handled it really well, I thought.
Yeah. Soaked up a lot of their pressure as well. Their pressing was really good. They gave us a good game, Lincoln.
Yeah, so after a minute we found ourselves a goal down, and then on 14 minutes we get a goal back, pull it back to 1-1 with Keishi Anderson.
And the player that we've spoke about a few times, just feel like it was another goal that he needed to get under his belt to really relish, and he got two today.
Yeah, well, was it the first one was the left-footed one, wasn't it? Bottom
Yeah, right
right-hand
to the bottom corner. Yeah.
I think his other one was the right-footed smasher, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But
and we'll speak about that a little bit later.
Yeah, but on the
Both
first
great
one,
goals.
it came just at the right time, didn't it? Because we were starting to press on. We were passing some beautiful football.
Yeah.
Real nice possession. I think the first half possession was like 81, 82%.
Yeah.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
I do want to speak just quickly. I mean, I've spoken so many times about Alfie May, and I really want him to start scoring and being the prolific striker that he is. But he's still, I hope that he appreciates just how valuable he is for this team, because the assists that he's getting as well are, you know, are invaluable. I know with strikers, obviously, that they always say, oh, it's the team that counts, and as long as we get the results. But you just know, and sometimes they admit it, when they come off of the field and they haven't scored a goal, it does leave a little bit on them, and they think, oh, you know, I wish I could have. It's just that little bit, that little sweetener to get a goal. But I do hope that someone's there with me going, if it weren't for you today and all the running that you do and all the passing.
Did you see that chance? Again, Keishi Anderson with Alfie May.
Yeah.
May seems to link up with anybody, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That is so universal. And there was that 1-2 from about 30 yards out where he
Nearly the goal of
clobbered
the
it.
season.
Oh, that would have been. I think everyone just like took a breath when that. I think you mentioned to me earlier on that just after the game, the tweets were coming in, and even the Lincoln fans were like sort of swooning over.
Yeah, yeah, and some of them were even just saying, like, in the ground, everywhere just went silent, and apparently some of the Lincoln fans were even, like, clapping the attempt. I heard a lot of good things coming from the Lincoln fans, actually, and giving us our credit and our praise for the way that we played football. So, yeah, fair play to them.
We're doing something right, aren't we? We're certainly doing
absolutely.
something right. So, like, first half we had some cracking chances, loads of possession. They, still had some good chances as well. We'll go through the stats towards the end. Second half starts, get to 52 minutes and we go a goal up.
from Williamson.
I said it on the preview to this match, how he's just coming on and just moving on. He's showing some absolute class. He just surprises me every game, he does.
He's settling in well, isn't he?
But we didn't have it all our own way, did we? There was the incident where, now, I don't want to knock Paik because Paik worked his socks off yesterday, but I think what you said on the preview about him maybe being rested, I still think he should have started because he was brilliant alongside Iwata, and there was the penalty issue, but he couldn't do anything about that.
You could see that the legs were going on him for Paik for me.
He just got caught wrong side of the man.
Yeah, it's one of them. Those things are going to happen, and I'm not going to
Yeah.
criticise for that. That's just part and parcel of the game.
But does it matter? Because new hero,
It could have worked for us.
Ryan
'cause,
Allsop.
Yeah, the confidence they would have given Allsop. And I remember, I don't know if you guys have seen the post-match interview with Allsop, Blues fans, but almost as if he had a tear in his eye, speaking about, it's a moment I won't forget. And the Blues fans were all singing to him, chanting his name.
We haven't even mentioned it, but he saved, obviously, the
Yeah,
penalty
of course,
from
yeah,
them.
yeah.
So, yeah, they get a penalty. And Ryan Allsop, with the fact that both our keepers have been getting just lately, I was absolutely chuffed to bits for our keepers in general. He had to choose the right way. He had to get down to it. It wasn't the best penalty in the world, but I tell you what, on another day, it'd have gone.
You have to save him.
Gone the
Yeah,
wrong way.
yeah, this is it.
But Allsop was saying on his interview after the game that I've just watched that even on the way down on the coach, he was talking to the goalkeeping coach, Mike Taylor, about which way the players are going to go. So he's doing his homework, It's,
This is
all
it.
there, isn't
and
it?
Like I've mentioned before, the being a Blue Nose, it does give that little bit more. And how appreciative he was, the Blues fans singing his name, and saying that it's going to live with him forever, stay with him forever.
Beautiful,
Those
isn't
little
it?
things. Yeah, it's excellent.
Well, there was that,
it's really good. It's good for our
the-
keepers in general, like you say.
There was that picture of this young lad with his dad that had a picture with Allsop, and Allsop was mentioning that, Allsop was telling him that he remembers coming down when he was a lad, and those memories will stick with that kid for life now. It brought back similar thing for me. I bumped into David Seaman when I was a kid down at the Wheat Chief KFC, when it was in the shop and not the drive-through.
A football player in KFC.
He was driving down in his Astra GTE, but bumped into him. It's just memories like that. You have a little chat to them, and you're looking up, and you just stars in your eyes.
Means
It's
everything
fantastic.
for young football fans, doesn't it?
Superb.
Yeah, it's nice.
So nice. But yeah, back onto the game though. So we're in the second half. Going to go through the second half subs that came on. You happy to talk about them now, Ben? So,
Yeah, go on. Let's go through the substitutions.
we had Yokoyama come on.
Yeah,
I thought he
burst of energy.
had a cracking game when he came on.
Yeah.
He had a good 35 minutes play. Came on in the 55th minute.
Yeah.
And as well as getting forward and being that tricky little winger, he's started to track back a little bit more, hasn't he? Which was, I know that a few people have noticed he's not really one to get back and jockey back like our team now. He's involved in everything, isn't it? It's about that 10-second rule we've mentioned before, get possession back. I thought he did that really well.
Yeah,
today.
I think we've got Yokoyama at like 10% at the minute. I think we've got so much more to get from that player, so much more settling in to do.
Yeah.
And every single time that I see him on the pitch, he's got a point to prove. He's putting everything into it. So, I'm really excited to see what comes of Yokoyama.
Yeah. Also, we had in the 66th minute, we had two subs come on, Dykes and Laird.
Yeah, wonderful to see Laird back, wasn't it?
Do you know, I was thinking, oh my God, is it too soon? Because I'd only just heard that he's back in training.
I know, it's really quick. I mean,
Really
it's
quick.
like it feels like yesterday I saw him walking around in that boot.
But he actually got proper stuck in, didn't he?
Yeah.
Earlier on. And there was a couple of times he went down, the one guy tripped up and took him out like in the area. I don't know what happened exactly. It looked like he'd landed on his legs, and I was like,
But
oh.
when you see Laird go into big tackles, you almost wince, don't you? You just think, don't get injured, don't get injured, don't get
Yeah,
injured.
exactly.
But
he had a good game.
Yeah, he had a great game when
He's
he
not
came
going to
on.
be fully fit. Yeah, he's got to get himself match fit again, but he had a good game. Lyndon Dykes came on the 66 minute. Now I feel sorry for this kid, I do, because he's got some living up to do, hasn't he? He's got competition from Alfie May, Jay Stansfield.
Yeah.
And he must feel so much like the he must feel so much like the
But it's a lot to live
the
up
little
to.
brother, if you will.
I mean, good luck calling Dykes little, but yeah, it's got a lot to
You know
live up
what I mean.
to. And we've spoke about this before, haven't we? Loads of people are saying about Dykes. No, not necessarily criticising the bloke, but just a little bit of an observation of, oh well, he hasn't scored yet, and this, that, and the other, and is it going to happen for him? Is it not? You've got to remember, we're comparing this guy to the top league scorer last year in Alfie May, and our record signing and someone who played against Manchester United earlier on in the season, Jay Stansfield. So, of course, it's going to come across as if there's a little
And
bit
it's
of a
frightening though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's frightening to look at. And imagine him coming towards you at 90 mile an hour.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, yeah, I have the ball.
Yeah, so just give him his time. He hasn't played that much. He hasn't got many minutes. And I'm fairly confident it'll drop for him sooner or later.
So, brilliant. So, yeah, so we're in the second half. They've been in the position to bring it back to 2-2 with the penalty. Allsop saved us brilliantly. At no point did I think that we were going to lose yesterday. And then, like, to shore it up then when we went 3-1 up with that goal. You remember much about the third goal?
Yeah, well, this is where we are seeing our passing play and the way that we want to develop our football really come to fruition. I think the Birmingham City socials put on a post detailing the pass map all the way up to the goal, and you can see it just tinkering around the back for a bit, going up the right flank all the way into Williamson, and then back for Anderson to the finish.
The way
it's brilliant.
that touch from Williamson there, that little sidewards tap.
Yeah.
And you could see their back line just like, they just knew that the ball was just going to be waiting for someone to latch onto it. And Anderson, I was so happy for this guy to step up yesterday. 2 goals. Because admittedly, I was saying only literally days ago for the preview for this match that there's no end product with him, or he's lacking that end product. Scoring 2 goals today, and that one, he nearly broke the net, didn't he? I think he nearly broke his foot as well. From what I saw, he was limping a little while, but he was all right, I think. But yeah, superb finish.
Yeah, well, you've got Anderson scored 2 goals now. Willison's got some assists, incredibly vital key passes and a goal. Scott Wright scored 2. You've got Jay Stansfield to return, and Alfie May with his goals and assists. Who'd you put in and where'd you put them? How'd you balance that?
Well, lots of numbers there, Ben, so that leads us nicely on to our stats for the game. Do you want me to go through them now?
Yeah, go on then. Let's finish off with some
I'll
stats.
quickly whittle through them for you. So possession-wise, finished on 75% Blues.
Yeah.
Shots, we had 7. They had 8. Okay, maybe it was one of their goal kicks, I don't know. Shots on target, 4 for Blues, 3 for them. Shooting accuracy was pretty good for us, 57%, 38 for them. We had 5 corners to their 8. Here's one that I always take an interest in. I bore everyone with this, but it's all yellow cards.
You love going on about the yellow cards. Love them
I
on
don't. Yeah, Simon Mather or Mather or however you pronounce it was the referee. There was 3 yellow cards yesterday. What do you think the share amongst that was? How many do you think they got? How many do you think we got out of 3 yellow cards?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
We got 3 yellow cards. It's the same, isn't it? Christmas has come early. Luckily, no reds. But yeah, so you know,
once again, things that we can't control. You know, going back to the shots, I know that you mentioned them having more shots than us. I think let's give Lincoln their credit. They gave us a good game today, and yeah, it's just one of those. It's about being clinical and taking your chances. We speak about the stats. The most important one really is the goals, isn't it?
Okay, so talking more numbers then. So Blues are still top of the table. First position on 25 points.
With a game in hand as well.
We've got that game in hand over Wrexham, who are next below us on 23. Just a little taster for what we got coming up. So Bolton are on 11th. We got them on Tuesday night. So we'll be putting out a bit of a preview shortly for that, guys.
Yeah,
so
look out for that, Blues fans.
If Ben's happy to wrap up, then we can move on and
yeah, sure.
Get that sorted for you.
Let us know your thoughts on the game. Who do you think were the standouts? Where do you think that we can improve? I don't think that there's much that we can improve on at the moment, apart from just that start of the game. We need to nip that in the bud, don't we? Thank you for watching. Take care, Blue Noses, and we will see you on the next one.